Get your energy focused with this morning practice. We start with sun salutations at the top of the mat. Reach your arms up overhead, hinge forward from the hips, and place your palms on the floor. Do a halfway lift and step back into plank. Then chaturanga to upward facing dog. Curl the toes under and move to downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Take a breath in and step forward into forward fold, and then sweep your arms up overhead. And we do that whole thing 4 more times. We follow the breath, so on the breath out, we fold forward, breathe in, halfway lift, breathe out, chaturanga, breathe in, upward facing dog, breathe out, downward facing dog, 1 full breath in downward facing dog, before we will breathe in again and step forward. On a breath in, we rise up again, arms overhead. As we do our sun salutations, we warm up the body, but we also burn off some of that annoying energy. Sometimes you just wake up buzzing in the wrong way, and that's why we're doing so many of these sun salutations right as we wake up. Your mind is likely going to try to place you somewhere that you're not, but I want to remind you where your feet are and where your mat is and the room that you're in, so that you're steady in the present moment throughout these sun salutations, because the mind tends to wander, as we all know. But this moment is yours. You carved it out for yourself, and it likely wasn't easy. Even though it's only 10 minutes, getting 10 minutes to yourself to just focus and be with yourself, it's not an easy task. So really take stock in this moment. What you've been doing this far is Surya Namaskara A, one of the sun salutations, and now we're moving into Surya Namaskara B. So start with chair pose, fold forward, do a little lift, and jump back into plank. Chaturanga to upward facing dog, then roll over your toes to downward facing dog. Then you take your right foot in between your hands and move into warrior 1. Then you frame your foot again and move back into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog, and then take your left foot in between your hands up into warrior 1. Then you move again through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, to downward facing dog, and you take a full breath here. Look up and step or hop your way to the front of the mat and forward fold, and then sweep your arms overhead. We do Surya Namaskara B 2 more times, so sink your hips back into chair pose, forward fold, halfway lift, step back into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and then warrior 1. Down again for plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, and warrior 1 on the other side. Hopefully you're feeling some heat build in the body now. This should be challenging but not exhausting. So chaturanga, upward facing dog, back to downward facing dog, and take a full breath here and rest for just a beat. Make your way back to the front of the mat, little lift, and then reach your arms all the way up while you sink your hips back into chair pose. We go again. Chair pose, forward fold, little lift, plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, warrior 1. Arms up, breathe, strong legs, and do warrior 1 on the other side. Really push into the soles of the feet for a strong base. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog for a full breath cycle. Back up to the front of the mat and rise up strong, arms overhead, sink your hips back into chair pose. And stand up. We're going to transition into happy baby by reaching your arms overhead, framing your feet, and just rolling yourself onto your back, grabbing your feet, the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling. And you're holding on to the soles of the feet from the inside and allowing the knees to splay out. Now we're going to come up to Navasana or boat pose. I want you to keep your lower back very straight so that you're sitting in like a V position. I don't want you to roll back onto your lower back because that's how we get injured. Breathe deep. Now cross your legs, put your palms to the mat and lift up. Then you lean back into Navasana again. We're going to do this 3 times. If it's very challenging, you can bend your knees and even put your feet onto the mat if you like. Cross your knees and lift yourself up. And now we're going into the last Navasana. Make sure you're keeping your back straight and don't lean back too far. This is the last one and your core should be ready to go after this. Now lift yourself up into a forward fold where you're hinging from the hips and then sink into the hips, into the knees for a malasana. You're going to sit like a little froggy, having the outside of your arms pushing against the inside of your thighs. It's easy to dump all your weight into your hips here, but don't do that. Keep your legs active. Now we're going to move ourselves back into tabletop and prep our bodies for Kakasana later. Start in cow by arching our back, breathing in and looking up at the ceiling. And as we do cat pose, we lift the right knee onto the right tricep and then put it back down and do cow pose. In the next cat pose, we lift the left knee and move it to the left tricep and then cow pose. And we go like this for a few rounds. Again, we're prepping our bodies for Kakasana, which is a great pose when you want to burn energy as well as getting yourself focused at the same time because it requires both. You did good. Now let's move into plank. We're going to do the exact same thing, but from a plank position. So we round our back and lift our knee to our tricep and just move from side to side here. Next little drill is us in a downward facing dog position, inching our way forward. We're going to stop when our legs are straight and bend our knees in toward the armpits. Inch your way back into downward facing dog, do a plank, up to downward facing dog again, and then inch your way forward. When the legs are straight, you bend your knees into the armpits and do a little balance if you can, and then move your way back down into plank. And we go again and again. This time when we reach the front, we're just going to stay here and work a little bit on our Kakasana. It's extra challenging to do this in the morning, so I warn you, if you have a strong Kakasana on a normal day, you might not feel as certain right now. So just give yourself grace while you find your balance on the arms, lifting one foot at a time from the floor. Really push into your palms so that your base is strong here. Try to keep your arms sort of parallel so that you're squeezing your elbows almost in toward each other as well. Splaying your limbs out too wide apart makes every balancing pose much more difficult. Now plop onto your belly. You are done with the Kakasana. Grab your feet and lift up. We're ending things in Dhanurasana, bow position. So grab onto your feet with full strength and pull yourself up. So try to kick your feet back while your hands are grabbing onto your ankles for dear life. When you're done, you can meet me in child's pose, and you can stay here for as long as you have time for in the morning. I just want to really say what a great job you've done to carve out this time for yourself, to give yourself the best start to your day that you can possibly get. So have a great day. See you soon.